Hey, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing something that I have not done to my FJ Cruiser yet, maintenance-wise, and that is cleaning the mass airflow sensor. A lot of people say that the mass airflow sensor should be cleaned every time you change your engine air filter. My FJ is currently at 114,000 miles, so at some point I'm going to have to, replace this. Probably doesn't hurt to clean this out, but we'll leave it there for now. The last time I changed this was in August of 21 at 91,000 miles. Typically speaking, I think these air filters should be changed out about every 30,000 miles or so. So I still have a little bit to go before I need to change this out. I'm going to clean the mass airflow sensor, which is this thing right there. Now, a lot of people will say that you should clean your mass airflow sensor and your throttle body at the same time. Part of me was hesitant on doing this for a long time just because I didn't want to have to deal with the potential of having a check engine code. But based on my research, it looks to be something that is very simple to do. So instead of doing both the mass airflow sensor and the throttle body, I'm just gonna keep it to one thing for now, just so that I'll be able to recognize if there is a problem. Then I'll know exactly what it is and it's not one or the other. And we're gonna start with the mass airflow sensor. All right, so I'm gonna pull you guys a little bit closer here to get a look at the mass airflow sensor. We're looking at this unit right here, that black thing, and you can see that it's got two screws that are holding it in, one right there, and then the other one is on the bottom on the other side. First of all, we're gonna unclip this. There it is. All right, that second one on the bottom is kind of tricky. So what I did is I loosened it from one side and then I came around the other side, and I'm gonna pull it out with my fingers. And there it is. So I got these two screws here, set them aside. Now we're gonna pull out the mass airflow sensor. Give it a little bit of a wiggle. And now it's out. All right, so let's take a quick little look here. So inside of there, that's your sensor. We're going to end up cleaning this whole thing. Okay, so we're going to be using this stuff. It's called CRC Mass Airflow Sensor Cleaner. And based on the instructions here, it just says be sure to spray all sides of the MAF sensor and clean all wires. For best results, clean your mass airflow sensor every time you clean or change your air filter. Again, we talked about that earlier. Today we're just going to be doing the MAF sensor. So these things apparently are super sensitive. So I'm going to go ahead and start without the straw, see how that goes, and then try to just spray this thing down. All right, so I've got a rag to catch the runoff. See all that gunk coming off there? All right, I'm going to do the other side. So this is alcohol based. I can feel it kind of drying off of my skin quite quickly. The airflow sensor is actually inside of this cavity here. So I may need to use that straw. Let's see how it goes here. Okay, and you don't want to touch that any part of the sensor with the straw. All right, I just wanted to show you guys a look at the paper towel with all the stuff that came out just by spraying it. So yeah, it seems like it needed a good little cleaning there. All right, I have given it about an hour and it looks to be completely dry, and we want this thing completely dry before we put it in there. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall this, and then gonna go and start the car and see if I get any error codes. Alright, so the moment of truth is we're going to go ahead and start the engine and see if it gives us any codes. We're going to let the computer relearn and kind of reorient itself, because now that the sensor is cleaner, it's getting different readings from the air that's going through the sensor. So it just needs to kind of recalibrate itself, and we're going to give it some time to do that. All right, so far the RPMs don't look extraordinarily high. Right now it's hovering around 1,000 RPMs. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Typically speaking, once the car gets warmed up a little bit, I typically see my RPMs hovering around the 600 RPM range. So far, so good. There's no codes or anything being thrown. I don't see any check engine lights. So I will give it, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so, and then I'll just drive it around. But so far I'm happy to see that things are looking pretty normal right now. All right, I've given it about 5 minutes and looks like the RPMs are coming down. It's idling at around 600 to 700, which is within the normal range that I'm used to seeing. So nothing wrong here, everything looks good. Just for good measure, I'm gonna go ahead and drive the car around for a little bit and let it get going. But that is it for now. You've seen the mass airflow sensor get cleaned. It's a very, very simple thing that I don't know why I was afraid to do it for so long, but nothing went wrong. Everything was fine. Very easy to do. I will leave a link to the mass airflow sensor cleaner in the description where you can purchase that yourself. The one that I purchased actually came in a kit of the mass airflow sensor and the throttle body cleaner. So obviously the next thing I'm going to do is the throttle body cleaning, so you can look out for that video coming up hopefully soon. But for now, you can take a look at the links in the description down below, and you can purchase the kit yourself and do this on your own. Hopefully that was helpful and informative for you, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.